Hey, Ravens fan, today is decision day, and I'm here to tell you everything you need to know about this explosive showdown against the Texans. This isn't just any game. It's Christmas, playoffs are around the corner, and the pressure is sky high. The Ravens still have a shot at the division title, but any mistake could be costly. Can you imagine how much this could impact our season? And that's not all. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, C.J. Stroud. So many big names will be on the field, and every play could change the course of this game. Will the Ravens' offense shine again? Or will the Texans pull off an upset? There's so much at stake that you won't want to miss a single detail. So stick with me until the end, because I'll break down the strategies, highlight key players, and explain what the Ravens need to do to secure the win. It's going to be emotional, intense, and full of twists, and you need to be ready to cheer and celebrate every moment. Go Ravens! If you're into betting, you probably noticed that the Ravens are coming into this game as favorites against the Texans. The spread is 5.5 points in favor of Baltimore, reflecting how analysts see the team as stronger in this match. This confidence isn't misplaced, considering the Ravens' solid run recently and their need for a win to stay in the division race. But, as every fan knows, being favored on paper doesn't win games, and the Texans will be eager to flip the narrative. Another intriguing aspect is the projected total of 46.5 points, suggesting a high-scoring, action-packed. For the Ravens, this could be another opportunity for Lamar Jackson to shine with his dynamic style, both throwing and running the ball. On the other hand, the Texans, led by C.J. Stroud, will aim to slow the scoring and capitalize on any mistakes. This balance between offense and defense will likely determine who comes out on top. Speaking of deciding factors, betting doesn't just revolve around who wins. Player touchdown odds add an extra layer of excitement, with names like Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman joining stars like Lamar Jackson under the spotlight. Let's take a closer look at who's poised to shine when it comes to scoring touchdowns. When it comes to touchdowns, the spotlight is already on key players. Derrick Henry is the top favorite to score, and it's easy to see why. He's been a beast on the field, bulldozing through defenses with his power and speed. Joe Mixon is also highly rated, proving himself as a reliable force in the Texans' running game. But don't sleep on Ravens players like Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman, who always seem to step up when it matters most. What's fascinating is that odds highlight not just who might score anytime, but also who could open or close the score. Zay Flowers, for instance, has odds of plus 800 to score the first touchdown, the same as Rashad Bateman. This shows just how unpredictable the Ravens' offense is, with multiple threats ready to make an impact. On top of that, Lamar Jackson is always a wild card, capable of creating magic with his legs or through an improvised play. These numbers add even more excitement to the game, but also underline how every play could shift the momentum. With so much at stake for both teams, each point will be critical. Now, let's dive into what's truly on the line for the Ravens and why this matchup is so pivotal in their push for the playoffs. This game against the Texans is about more than just another win for the Ravens. The team is tied with the Steelers at 10-5, but trails in division tiebreakers. In other words, if they want to claim the AFC North title and secure a home playoff game, Baltimore needs to win and hope for a Steelers loss. It's a high-pressure situation, but one that can push the team to perform at its best, especially with Lamar Jackson leading an incredible season. Lamar has been nothing short of spectacular, with 37 touchdown passes, proving he's the heartbeat of this offense. Alongside, Derrick Henry has been a key contributor, punishing defenses with his ground game and scoring 13 rushing touchdowns so far. This mix of an efficient passing attack and a dominant ground game makes the Ravens one of the league's most balanced teams. But it also means they can't afford to slip up. The battle for the division title highlights how crucial this victory is for the Ravens. But it's not just about. The Texans are also fighting for playoff positioning and have their own motivations to play their best football. Let's shift our focus to the Texans and explore what's at stake for them in this high-stakes matchup. We've covered so much already, but before we dive deeper, I noticed you haven't hit the like button yet. Liking this video helps YouTube keep recommending my content, so I can keep bringing you all the updates. It's quick, easy, and free. So go ahead and smash that like button. Now let's keep going. The Texans may have already clinched the AFC South, but they know the battle isn't over. They're aiming to climb the standings and secure the third seed in the playoffs, which would give them more home field advantage. With a 9-6 record, the Texans are motivated but under pressure, especially after their 27-19 loss to the Chiefs last. This game against the Ravens is not only a chance to bounce back, but also critical in potential playoff tiebreak scenarios. Even without the dominance of past years, C.J. Stroud remains the centerpiece of the Texans' offense. He's thrown 19 touchdown passes this season, with strong connections to his receivers keeping the team competitive. Additionally, Joe Mixon has been a standout, rushing for nearly 1,000 yards and scoring 11 touchdowns, making the ground game a vital part of their strategy. Their ability to balance the attack could make things challenging for the Ravens' defense. With two determined teams, this showdown promises to be intense and full of surprises. But what could truly tilt the scales are the performances of the star players who carry the responsibility of defining this. Let's break down the key players and how they might impact this epic Christmas matchup. This Christmas game will feature stars capable of turning the tide in an instant. At the heart of it all is Lamar Jackson, the key to the Ravens' success. With 37 touchdown passes this season, he's not only the engine of the offense, but also a game-changer with his dual threat abilities. Beside him, Derrick Henry leads the rushing attack with jaw-dropping stats, surpassing 1,600 yards and scoring 13 touchdowns. His raw power makes him a nightmare for any defense. On the Texans side, C.J. Stroud and Joe Mixon bring their own firepower. Stroud, while not at his peak, is still a quarterback who can deliver clutch throws when it matters most. Meanwhile, Mixon adds nearly 1,000 rushing yards and 11 touchdowns to the Texans' arsenal, providing a balanced attack that keeps defenses guessing. Both players know they'll need to elevate their performances to overcome a formidable Ravens team. With such influential players on both sides, every play will carry enormous weight. And with the stakes so high, let's dive into the atmosphere of this Christmas Day clash and why it's shaping up to be an unforgettable showdown. Christmas is a special time, but for the Ravens and Texans, this game carries even greater significance. It's the chance to put everything on the line: division titles, playoff positions, and even the pride of finishing the season strong. The Ravens come in under pressure, knowing they need the win to stay in the hunt for the top of the AFC. Meanwhile, the Texans are aiming for a better position, seeking the third seed in the playoffs to increase their chances of playing at home in the postseason. The atmosphere will feel like an early playoff game. With two highly motivated teams, every snap, pass, and run will carry immense weight. Tension will be present in every moment, from strategic adjustments to the big plays that will decide the outcome. For the Ravens, Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry are the key pieces, while for the Texans, C.J. Stroud and Joe Mixon must lead the charge. It's a duel that combines strategy, individual talent, and the desire to win under high pressure. This game has all the makings of one of the most exciting matchups of the season. Christmas, already filled with magic, will shine even brighter with such a special showdown. Now it's your turn to get ready to cheer and celebrate every play, because this game will be unforgettable. Are you ready to support the Ravens in this big challenge? This Christmas game promises to be one of the most thrilling of the season, with so much on the line for both the Ravens and Texans. We've discussed the importance of the victory in the AFC North race, the performances of key players like Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, and how every play could be decisive in this heart-pounding matchup. Now, it's time to wait for the kickoff and hope the Ravens take another step toward playoff glory. So, what do you think will decide this game? Will it be Lamar's talent, Derrick Henry's power, or some unexpected surprise? I want to know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated on everything Ravens. Until next time, fan, and let's go for the win.